Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a little quiet in here.
Questions? I'd like to go first. It's quick.
Deandre, good morning, Deandre. Why do you see this as a good opportunity for yourself?
New beginning. I get to show the world, show you guys who I am as a player, on and off the court when it comes to leading, especially helping young guys on this team win, teaching them how to win, teaching them how tough it is to win in this league as well.
There was a video of you making a tour of the facilities, and you said something about I felt like I just got drafted again. What did you mean by that? And do you feel like you have just a sense of renewal coming here, leaving a situation that got kind of a little weird for you?
Just the way I was welcome, and things happened so quickly. The trade happened, and I was done on the jet, headed here to PDX, and just felt like I got drafted, and I was on the jet to my next city that I was gonna call home. So walking in there, seeing my name, seeing everybody around me, some of the facility people and some of the front office people in the front, just showing me love as soon as I touched down, and it really did feel like I got drafted. And I felt the love as soon as I walked in, and I was welcomed humbly. Most definitely. Like I said, coming on a fresh team with a bunch of young new guys and, me having a little bit of experience, I can help them, just teach them how to win and teach them how difficult this is, to win in this league and how you approach it.
DeAndre, how much does having those young guys energize you a little bit? I mean, I know you've only been here a little bit, but is it different energy than kind of where you were before?
You're just hungry. You can tell that they're eager to learn. Coach Billups, he has those guys' heads on their shoulders where they're coming in on off days, just handling business. And, guys who've been in the league for quite some time, they are a little hesitant with things like that. To see some young guys who barely have a year under their belt, just come in and take care of business on off days in the off season is pretty cool to see because, that's the type of energy I'm on. It don't matter how young we are, we still have to handle business.
DeAndre, Coach Phillips was just talking about how they're not going to give you the the Joel Embiid treatment where they're going to dump the ball into you 30 times, but he does expect your role to grow, and that seemed to be something that you wanted in Phoenix. Kind of what do you expect your kind of role to be on this team, not just as a veteran player amongst a bunch of young guys, but just kind of the ins and outs on offense and defense is kind of where you kind of see yourself fitting in and taking advantage of situations?
Mainly just establishing myself, to let the team know that they can trust me, whether it comes to patience, with our young guys and, just being that example setter when it comes to defense and, being a vocal point where, I can just lead them and not, give them constructive criticism and, just helping them and being there for them and, understanding that, the things they're going through, I'm going through as well. And, just guide them and just be there for them. I have guys that's been there for me and, guys that were on me. So I think I know the terminology and how to pick people up and know my personnel.
DeAndre, this whole summer, obviously the Dame trade talks were kind of an ongoing thing for 3 months, and over the weeks there were different iterations of it that involved you. Like what kind of communication or heads up do you have either from the Suns or from your agent, or just kind of the whole process of when did you kind of know like Portland might be a possibility, and what was that whole process like for you?
I mean, on the day of it, I think midday, my agent called me and that was it. The GM for the Phoenix Suns came and brought me upstairs and told me that I got traded here, and then that was it. I thank him for handling it the way they handle it and, just accommodating to my wishes, and here we are today.
You mentioned a fresh start. What's the biggest lesson you learned from Phoenix that you're hoping to kind of implement in this new chapter in your career?
Win. Every game counts. Win. And understanding that, this is a team's game. We need everybody on the team to contribute to just get one win, whether it's in the regular season or the postseason. Just understanding how to win the right way and, what are we going to be known for in this league? when other teams play us.
Deandre, you're just 25, but you're a leader, right? You're a leader on this team now. You're one of the
Correct.
older guys on the team. Are you kind of embracing that leadership role?
I've been embraced it, even when I was on teams with guys older than me. I feel like, I've told them constructive criticism in the heat of moments. I've had my times where I had to speak and, everybody's, talking when I speak and, just times where it's a respectful thing, it's a respected thing. I put in work, I put in the time and, there's times where you do have to say certain things for, get your point across the right way, to get the job done. We're on the same team we're on the same mission to get the job done. So that's one thing I can say is, just being that vocal point and consistently just, saying the right thing, no matter the moments.
Hey, Deandre, welcome to Portland.
Thank you.
Curious about if you have any stories or experiences of coming to Portland over the years that may have stood out, whether that's the fan base playing against the Trailblazers, and also what your message would be to fans.
Yeah, I definitely know that the fan base out here is phenomenal. I definitely came out here and got my ass whooped a couple times by a 40. You know, so I definitely know how the fans can get. When they're turned up. So that's the fun part. The fans is all in it, and we the show in town. So I'm gonna try my best to do what I can to just give you guys the best of me.
DeAndre, obviously this team, there's a bunch of young guards. How do you go about helping those guys kind of develop chemistry with you? Obviously you're going training camp. How do you kind of develop those guys, help them?
Yeah, and need some big guards as well. They're not no little guards. These dudes can, they pretty big. I'll say, just guiding them and letting them understand the physicality of the game. Creating chemistry through play. We have a big training camp coming up. I think that's going to be a mental thing. Just giving them certain terminologies that they'll use in the game. Coach will be on me on the defensive terms on how I must go about things, and just all of us just working together. We all young, none of us know it all, and that's the fun part about it. We're young and we get to learn, but we're very hungry, very.
DeAndre, for people that aren't familiar with you and your game, can you just kind of sum up what you bring to both sides of the floor and to the team in general?
Dominance. I bring dominance. My name is Deandre Ayton. I play with a lot of passion. You guys can tell. A lot of grit as well, but, I try to take the hypocrisy out the game where, I'm telling my teammate one thing, I'm doing the other. I'm more like a team player who, I'll take I'll make the sacrificial decision and take myself out. And, less shots for me, but, when it comes to winning, I'll be the down and the gritty guy to get the job done, close out possessions, and, just take the blame on things like that.
DeAndre, for all your domination, if there has been a criticism of your game, it's been your motor, and that sometimes you're not as consistent as people want you to be. How do you counter that, and why do you think that is?
It's not counting anything. Look at the position I was playing in, the environment I was playing in. It can sometimes put toll on your mental. To be honest, I think I checked every list in the box, so a motor should not be anything of that. I've accomplished a lot of things where my motor is not a question. Playoffs, no matter what it is, I play the best I can play. I play hard as I can play. That won't be a question at all. That's one of the reasons why I told you guys this summer that I'll be changing the narrative. I'm with an organization that wants me and wants me to succeed. So there's a lot more passion when you feel that mentally, and you're seeing that physically as well. So it would be a lot more grit and a lot more domination this year. All right. Thank you.